We live in an era defined by unprecedented technological advancement, but with that advancement comes an overwhelming wave of complexity. Data structures are becoming massive, algorithms are becoming harder to track, and the systems governing our world are more opaque than ever before. At Q Insight Labs, our mission is simple yet profound. We are here to decode that complexity. As a premier technology and research organization, we specialize in three interconnected pillars of the future: artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and decision systems. We don't just build within these fields, we strive to make them understandable, accessible, and ultimately masterable. Nowhere is this complexity more evident than in deep learning. For years, neural networks have been treated as black boxes. Students, researchers, and even practitioners often feed data into a model and get a result, without ever truly understanding why or how the machine arrived at that conclusion. We believe that to truly advance AI, we must bring it to light. Welcome to the Visual DL Lab. The Visual DL Lab is a premier deep learning laboratory platform built entirely around answering the why. We engineered this platform upon five foundational pillars. First, interpretability, ensuring that every layer, weight, and bias can be understood. Second, intuition, helping learners develop a gut feeling for how models behave. Third, a visualization, turning abstract mathematics into clear visual dynamics. Fourth, reproducibility, instilling the gold standard of true scientific research. And finally, control, empowering the user to manipulate every variable and instantly witness the impact. But powerful software is only as good as the curriculum that drives it. At the absolute heart of the Visual DL Lab is our comprehensive academic and research edition lab manual. This isn't your standard run of the mill coding tutorial where you copy and paste code to get a predetermined output. Spanning over 100 heavily detailed pages and structured into 14 distinct modules, this manual is a masterclass in AI architecture. We designed it to be a systematic, scientific discovery process. Instead of just telling you how a network learns, we ask you to hypothesize. You set up the parameters, run the experiment, observe the visual feedback, and document the outcomes. You don't just learn AI, you learn to think like an AI researcher. Let's take a look at the journey you will embark on. You begin with artificial neural network foundations, visualizing how a basic multi layer perceptron processes information. From there, you dive into the hidden mechanics of deep learning. In modules 2 and 3, you will visually experiment with initialization and activation dynamics, exploring exactly what happens when you use real U versus sigmoid, or what happens when your weights are initialized poorly. Next, you tackle optimization and learning rates. You'll watch in real time as your loss function navigates a complex, multi-dimensional landscape, allowing you to visually grasp concepts like the bias variance trade off and generalization. But the lab doesn't stop at the basics. As you progress, you will dive into complex architectural designs. You will explore convolutional neural networks, visualizing how filters and feature maps extract information from images. You will unpack sequential data through recurrent neural networks. The manual features an incredible dedicated module comparing LSTMs and GRS, allowing you to finally visualize how memory gates overcome the vanishing gradient problem. You'll even step into the world of unsupervised and representation learning by building and evaluating autoencoders. By the time you complete the 14 modules of the Visual DL Lab, the outcomes are transformative. You won't just memorize formulas, you will have learned deep learning through rigorous hands on experiments. You will know how to visually analyze training and optimization dynamics to debug failing models. More importantly, you will know how to analytically compare model performance, articulating why one architecture outperforms another on a specific dataset. The Visual DL Lab bridges the massive gap between academic theory and practical real world implementation. It forces you to practice reproducible experimentation. a critical skill for anyone looking to publish papers or deploy models in an enterprise environment. In short, you will develop top tier analytical skills and gain the hands on AI workflow experience demanded by today's leading tech institutions. The future of technology belongs to those who understand it at the deepest levels. It belongs to those who refuse to accept the black box. Visit us at qilabs.in or speak with one of our experts today to schedule a personalized demo. Let TL Labs be your partner in learning through experiments, practical implementations, and hands on experience. Thank you.